Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
What up, everybody? This is Jason Lee, and this is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
And what up, it's your girl April, and I'm in the building.
Yo, it's DJ Damas. Let's get the show started.
Before we get started, make sure you're subscribed on all platforms, Google Play, iHeart, iTunes, Spotify, and also go over to YouTube and subscribe. How are you guys?
Feeling good.
Yeah?
Good.
New energy, man.
Really? What did you do to get that new energy? Because yesterday my ass got an IV therapy where they put a big bag of stuff in you.
Yeah.
Pause.
I've seen that before.
Pause. And lots of water and a massage. So what did you do to replenish?
You know, I'm back in the gym. The weather's finally not nasty and gloomy and dirty. So
Right.
that right there actually kickstarted me.
Nice.
What about you? Because you be back and forth between semi-cold weather, but because LA is it's colder than it usually is.
Something different.
And then Chicago, which is like niggas in snow.
Yeah, I mean, just still working, just kids working on the music. But it's fun. It's nice to,
But do you
travel.
ever relax? Because every time I turn on my phone, you're on live. Like
Yeah.
you're on live more than Instagram is on live.
yeah, you know what? Not every time, Jason.
stay
Don't play me because
live.
he's on live too. We go back
Listen.
and forth between each other's lives.
I am addicted to social media, but your ass be live.
I be live with my little kiddos. Well, that's what I was yesterday. But yeah, no, when I'm just chilling and I don't have anything to do, I'll talk to my fans.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
No,
Show
you're
love.
very
Stay
interactive.
live.
No, it's funny because the girl just, when I called a girl, because I like to call my fans on there, she's like, why do you do this? And I was like, I do it because honestly, like, why else would you do it? When you have live, a lot of celebrities just go on there and they just talk, and it's like, that shit is boring. Use it to engage with your fans, answer questions, give advice. So it's my little thing. When I'm like chilling, I like talking to people. They're like my friends.
I get a little antsy
My
about
friends.
life. I don't like when people know where I'm at.
Well, somebody tried to post my whereabouts. Did we talk about that on the last
We
show?
did.
Listen, I'm telling y'all right now. I said this on my Instagram yesterday. Y'all roll up if you want to. If I had that red bag with me, you better hope it is the day I left something at home, because you're gonna get. Look, I'm not getting attacked in public. It will not happen. Now I will fight you to the death, and I ain't even no thug. But I just feel like people right now, they've been posting my whereabouts. It happened again. Oh, Lord. Somebody posted my whereabouts.
You too famous, man.
No, it's not about fame. It's just, I guess you ain't popping if you ain't got haters. So I must be popping because I got them. They out there.
They looking for you?
I mean, I don't know what they're doing. But, people who are trolling online, you got to be careful, because I'm going to just give y'all some education. For those of us that work on the internet, you have what's called an IP address. So whether it's your computer or your Instagram, when you're typing, it is registered to you, and people can literally get that and investigate where the source comes from and find you. So I just found somebody that's been trolling me online. I'm just waiting on one more piece of information in his own.
That's how I found my stalker. They give you the exact address and everything. You like, got your ass.
Yeah. And shout out to everybody that sent me pizza. Y'all didn't send it to my house. Y'all sent it to somebody else's house. I don't know who. Yeah, they thought they found me, but I never register anything to where I live.
Y'all can
ever.
send pizza to my house. My address is, no, I'm just playing.
So this past week, we at Hollywood Unlocked broke the Khloe and Tristan story, but we're now in Kardashian, Jordan Woods, and Tristan Thompson watch. Every single move they make, we are consumed with. Why are we so consumed as a people with what these people are doing?
I'm not consumed. I could honestly really care less.
Really?
Yeah. It's starting, because when you hear a story and it breaks and it's like, okay, wow, this is great. And it's like now everybody is talking about it. Now it's becoming just this thing. It's like, I don't want to hear about it anymore. It's like, I'm over it. I'm over all of it.
I don't like how every little piece is an update. Like, oh, this person unfollowed her. Now it's like, it's a whole news story. Then Jordan scratched her head. Yeah, Jordan went outside today. It's like a whole new, I can't get with
Jordan seen with her uncle Will Smith and Jada Pinkett.
Jordan woke up and breathed this morning. Headline news.
Jordan got new sneakers.
Showed up to her event and was talking still about her makeup.
So I did a video where I said, I am sick and this is it. I set the record straight and I said, I'm done. And then like 30 minutes later, Kendall Jenner unfollows her. I'm like, hey, we back. Kendall just unfollowed her. Because the fans, you have to understand, when you're writing stories, like if people write stories about UNO, right? UNO Mario. Mm-hmm. He got his fans, you got your fans. Then you got the fans that are fans of you together. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to take a position. So when you stop reporting on something, you have this person's fans saying, where's the updates? Where's the updates? Then you have this one saying, you're a bully. You just do the work and fuck it. Just y'all here, y'all had it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not married to either one. But I think the funny part is there's this whole conversation online that Hollywood Unlocked got a big bag from the Kardashians to do this. And I just had to do a video saying, look, my credibility ain't for sale, but I mean, they got long money, but we not going to sell ourselves for a story. But yeah, it's just been amazing this whole week. It's been interesting to see how people respond to news.
Right.
Well,
I mean, it's a big deal. You know, we can't deny that. But
it is fucked up. When you really look at the whole storyline of it, it's fucked up. But it's like, it seemed too good to be true to me, man. Like, as I sit back and watch her do Red Table Talks and now she's doing press, it's like, did y'all put this together? Because it's just like...
Well, this is what I said about that. This is what I said to somebody because I was having a conversation with somebody last night about how crazy it is, right?
It's just wild.
It's literally like a movie. We would have had to been... Okay, one of two things would have had to happen. Either A, she was in a dark room with a spotlight over her and Kris Jenner saying, go to this party and be all over my daughter's man, and hopefully people there see it and report it. Or... Kris would have had to know that one of our team members or somebody from our team was in the party and was going to be there, and then we colluded to come up. Like,
no, life doesn't happen like that. Sometimes people make decisions. She was at the freaking party, and it just so happened that she was probably intoxicated. They was having a good time. Him and her are not even together. Chloe and Tristan not together. Okay, cool. That happens. Then the shit blows in the air that... All right, they're not cool. People aren't following each other. Okay, what you think that Jordan's supposed to sit on her ass and not go and do an interview and say her part? This is all normal. When you're talking about you, especially, Damage, come on, we live in California. We know that at the end of the day, it's about protecting your reputation. Hello, she has to protect her reputation.
No, I get that, but
it's all been stated reports or allegedly or someone saying this. Like, no, that girl need to go and she needs to tell her story. She needs to speak up so that people can understand her side too, then make a conscious decision.
Do you know how I really feel? I feel like Tristan is such an easy catch. Like, it's easy to get him off his square. It's not hard.
Yeah, but
everybody know it's not hard to really get him to do something.
Well, and speaking of what's hard, you don't just fall on a dick. Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
But no one said that she had sex with the guy.
Well, she spent the night and stayed till 7 a.m. That's a fact because she told that to Khloe Kardashian. That's a fact.
Listen.
And wait. But let me say this. I'm sick of people online trying to dice down this. Two facts. You can't fall on a dick and you can't fall on some pussy. If anybody's ever told you that, people, let me know the slip and slide they work with because I need to know how they slip and slide.
But no one knows if they did have sex.
But here's the deal. Even if they did not have sex.
It's enough.
Even if he didn't bust that sunflower open. Do they call it sunflower?
A punani.
Well, I don't know what they call it. But anyway, if they bust that thing I'm allergic to open, here's all I got to say. Before she does an interview, she should be apologizing publicly to the family that made her who she is. Now, people online are saying, oh, well, she been had money. She been had money. We didn't know her. And by the way, I did call her a pretty fat girl, and I'm going to say it again. Nobody knew the pretty fat girl because if you could fat shame me, I could fat shame her. We all just fat shame.
I'm just saying, everybody always got something to say, but at the end of the day, let this girl do whatever it is she going to do. Why do people...
Well, she needs to apologize.
But it's...
Apologize.
But my thing is this, and if she doesn't, then she don't, okay? Move on. Don't be friends. Let the little girl go. Let her make her little money. She's a young girl. She's not.
Yeah, but young girl. Listen.
It don't matter.
Wait. What's she saying?
And maybe she might apologize on the Red Table Talk.
I get it. What I will say is that if she was young girl enough to drive her ass over there drunk. By the way, we're missing the point that she allegedly drove over drunk.
Allegedly.
Making all people jeopardy. Could have jeopardized lives on the freeway. Could have killed all the Calabasas. Driving over there drunk, okay? When you got there, you pulled up to your best friend's sister's baby daddy house.
That's what I'm saying.
And they said before she walked in, everybody needs to give up their phones or she's leaving. They took everybody's phones. That's premeditation, pussy. So you knew what the fuck was going on, and then you hopping all on the laps. Mind you, there's hookah there. You know I love hookah. I'd rather smoke hookah than be on somebody's lap. But whatever, we're not talking about me. You smoked the hookah. You took all the phones. You sat on daddy's lap, and then you got caught.
But let me just say, I'm not agreeing with Jordan by any means. I am very neutral in this because I don't have enough facts because all this, to me, I feel like is alleged. Unless I'm sitting there and unless I know, I have nothing really honestly to say about it. I just feel like let the little girl make her little mistake if she did.
Stop calling her a little girl.
I'm just saying she's younger than them, so I'm just saying she's like 20.
She is the reason why True is gonna grow up and read that her daddy was fucking her mama's sister's best friend.
Not little girl, but okay, let her. I'm just saying humans make mistakes. So yeah, if she did do it, whatever. Okay, I'm just saying I don't have enough facts for me to sit here and be like, yeah, well she should have did this. She probably is obviously wrong for messing with the father of, her best friend's sister. Or yeah.
I mean, it just seemed too good to be true. The whole lineup seemed too good to be true. It just seems way too good to be true. And
I don't know.
I don't.
That's how shit be happening.
But they said they was messing together for like a month.
Well, I heard that they were my sources, and yes, I got sources tell me that they were together for longer than a month. But let me say, messing around or whatever, having trysts, no pun intended. But here's the deal. I want to just add one more thing. Tristan, we ain't forgot about you. You are one of the reasons why we are having this conversation. And I will say that typically I would have probably took Jordan's side and said, his obligation was to his girl and he's the one we should be focused on. But in this case, if the betrayal wasn't there, that would be the story. But that is not the story, because I was betrayed last year and I know how that shit feels. And I ain't got no fucking kid and nobody was busting it open that made me hurt. But I know just simple betrayal in general makes me crazy. So for that, Jordan got to take some heat. But Tristan, I mean, I just said that is just
sloppy.
That's just.
Well, he been sloppy. This is not new.
I know. That's why I'm like, it's
sloppy.
too good to be true.
Tristan
like
is
easy to get caught.
Tristan is destination dick, and everybody's trying to take a visit. And at this point, the best thing that happened was this story coming out, because now Khloe can move on and focus on her family, her immediate family, and just finding love or letting love find her at some point in the future.
But I think Khloe has moved on. From my sources, they have not been together for a couple months. So kudos to you, Khloe, for moving on and doing what you need to do for True.
Oh, wait. So they haven't been together for a few months.
They haven't.
But in those few months, he was messing with Jordan.
During the
break.
Reportedly, but what we do know is that day she was sitting on his lap or whatever, but they have not been together.
If Santa Claus ain't in the room with no motherfucking reindeers, you shouldn't be sitting on no nigga lap.
So technically he wasn't cheating. It's just still the betrayal.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, fuck Tristan Thompson and who he's fucking. Who cares about that other than, I'm going to say it again, Tristan was doing inappropriate activities with his baby mama's sister's best friend from the backyard who lived in the backyard. Jordan lived in the backyard. She had to change her address. That girl had to get her things out the garage. She had to pack up her dog. She had to pick up her bundles, and she had to move the fuck out.
Well, from what I hear, she's definitely, Kylie has not disowned her.
Oh,
exactly.
No. Oh, darling. No, that's not the case. Kylie Jenner has she's been cut off from the entire family. At this point, the only reason why Kylie is the last of the Jenner Kardashian clan to unfollow her, reportedly from my sources, is that she feels like there's so much social media pressure on her to unfollow her that she's going to do it in her own time. You have to understand, this has been like her sister. They were beyond best friends. So, I mean.
We don't know if they had any sex, though.
Right.
Whether they had sex or not, I'm telling you right now, I'm
matter.
I'm gonna send this warning out right now. If you see one of my niggas in the street and you're my friend, and you sit on my nigga's lap or he sits on your lap, and you have a little moment over hookah, you motherfuckers had a little too much to sip at the club, and now you riding over in your cars and you at the party and you sit on his lap, and the word get back to me, I'm fucking your whole shit
But I'm
up.
just saying, it makes a world of a difference when you're talking about people engaging in sexual activity. So I get what you're saying too, but
yeah.
I mean, obviously she's wrong.
There's a
for even sitting on his
forgiveness
lap.
maybe if she didn't get bust down.
And the premeditation pussy. This is the thing
There is a little forgiveness.
I got to talk about the premeditation pussy.
I just think she went over to go fucking party.
She went over to party.
Let's leave it
but
at
then
that.
what she did because remember, there were random people in the room.
Yeah.
Like when I do dirt, ain't nobody in that motherfucker.
That's why I'm like, this is too good to be.
No. She called in the morning before the story even came out to say she went to the party and stayed over until the morning to make sure nobody came, no bitches fucked around.
But my thing is, why was she even like, that's sketchy either way. First of all, why no one asked you? Because for her to call in after the fact, like, oh yeah, I was just making sure. If Khloe ain't checking for him anyway, that's already a red flag right there.
But that's what I'm saying. All that's alleged. All we know pretty
That's
much
already
is that she
strange.
pretty much went to the party. Point blank freak period. She went there. And the news is that she was on dude's lap. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like Jordan is wrong for that. But then when you look at the dynamics, I feel like a lot of what's coming now to me is all he said, she said, or this is what happened, or, allegedly. So that's why for me, I really want to hear what Jordan has to say at the Red Table Talk and see where she's coming from, because it'll help me, dissect.
It'll add another piece to the puzzle.
Another layer to it.
I
Right.
agree. No, I agree with that. And when I went on the reel this week, I said to them that at this point, because people were saying like, there was the whole conversation, or the Bachelorette had tweeted something that Khloe was looking to join the Bachelorette,
Right.
which wasn't true. I feel like right now what's happening is there's so much going on that you can't just throw something out and then that's a headline,
Right.
Which is true. And then, shout out to Adrienne Ballon for helping us get on the real. But she even said, this is why you have to trust credible sources who are only going to report the facts, because there is so much out there. Honestly, I had to tell Kelvin, I need you to break down every single detail, because I'm writing it. I mean, my team is writing it, and I'm fucking lost in this
That's
shit.
why I was like, wait, let's go back.
It's just too much.
It's like,
I mean,
what?
that's why I'm saying when you dissect it to what is the truth.
Yeah.
And
the truth does
obviously
include Jordan's part. So I'm looking
Right.
forward to it, and I'm looking forward to Chloe's part. Larsa Pippen, shout out to Larsa, that's my girl. She went on Hollywood Unlocked and left a comment that she's interested in hearing the version that
she's gonna tell.
that Jordan's gonna tell, and she hopes that it's the same as what she told Khloe when Khloe checked her. It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was a lot. We recapped as much as we could. We ain't fucked nobody in none of that, but we in it.
It's time for another Hollywood hookup.
That's right.
So, ladies, I don't know about you, but I grow hair slightly in little places like my legs, under my arms a little bit, and the one place that we don't want hair, which is our little mustache.
Beard gang.
I have searched for razors. I have searched for shaving creams and lotions. And with Flamingo, they basically put this all in one kit.
Nice.
Isn't that bomb? Flamingo offers everything for your removal needs.
That means everything.
Everything. So 2 women who worked for a company in Germany called Harry's pretty much interviewed thousands of women, okay? Because men razors work better than women razors.
I can tell.
Okay? Yes, exactly. So now they created a razor that pretty much works magic for women.
Okay.
But it's just like a men razor.
Not mad at that.
Right?
Time for y'all to step it up.
So it offers a 2 5-blade cartridge, okay? They offer the foam and shave gel.
Okay.
With aloe vera gel, because sometimes after we shave, ladies, we need that little bit of lotion to smooth over the little razor bumps.
Okay.
All right. They offer a body wax kit, a face wax kit for me. I need that for my mustache.
You don't have a mustache.
We all have light hair. It is the truth, ladies. The shaving gel, the body lotion. I mean, it's just fantastic.
Everything to smooth you out.
Yes. Flamingo has designed a shave kit, okay, that makes me, guys, so freaking happy, okay? It's only $22 in value. How about that, okay?
What?
But just for you, it's $16 and ships free, all
that's
right?
cheap.
It's really easy. So the shave kit is your end-to-end routine in a reusable pouch, gel, like I said, the razor, the extra blade, the lotion, the holder, all of the above, so it doesn't get lost in your shower.
So you got everything you need in one package.
Yeah, also it's 2019, okay, a new year. It's obviously all cruelty and paraben free.
Okay.
Get a set with all your shave essentials from Flamingo, the brand that Vogue, ladies,
Hello.
Glamour,
Hello.
ladies, really everybody is talking about. It's $22 in value, but for you, it is just $16 with free shipping today when you visit shopflamingo.com/unlocked. Again, that's right. Visit shopflamingo.com/unlocked.
All right, so look, the Oscars was so black this last weekend that
Sure was.
I'm very proud. But do you think it's gonna last?
Of course not. But I had to wear my
okay,
shirt
but
to
why
rep.
do you-
Wait,
so
you have a
why-
black,
so
you,
you
have, you have a Black excellence sweater on. I have Black Brands Matter. Do you think that the Oscars will remember next year?
No, I really don't.
Remember what happened just recently? With
Just that Black people. Who? Okay, let's go down the winners list. Who won? For the people that didn't watch the Oscars.
All right, so Regina King
Kicked it
won
off.
Best Supporting Actress for If Beale Street Could Talk. This was her first win. We have Mahershala Ali, who won for Best Supporting Actor for Green Book. It was
Yes.
his second win. Congratulations.
Come on, somebody.
We have Spike Lee,
Spike.
who was well deserving of an Oscar. I'm very proud. I was proud when Spike Lee won.
He
Way
deserves
overdue.
it.
He
Way
won his
overdue.
very first Oscar for the adapted screenplay with The Black Klansman.
Now Samuel Jackson follows us, so I'm not going to go too crazy because Samuel's a crazy motherfucker. But when Spike jumped up in his lap, I'm like, all right now.
Look, he was excited. It's
Look,
been
man.
some time coming.
That's
Some
how-
strange
the
thing when you get an Oscar.
First nigga that hopped in my lap was excited too, but look how it turned out.
Oh Lord, Hannah Beachler, the first African American woman to win the Best Production Design. Okay, you have Ruth E. Carter, first Black woman to win costume design for Black Panther.
Come on.
I was proud of that
Now
because that movie,
them costumes was
it was
They killed
everything.
they were everything.
And Lady Gaga, I don't know why. Okay, Lady Gaga.
Black excellence.
She ain't black.
Damn, no,
We
but
gonna
I
throw
love
her
Lady
ass
Gaga.
in
I
there,
love
too.
Lady Gaga.
She
She
invited
won
to the
her
cookout.
very first Oscar for the best song that she performed as well at the Oscars, Shallow. Okay, and she's one award away from having her EGOT, which is an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. Get it, Lady Gaga.
Well, can I just say that I was really disappointed that Bradley Cooper didn't win for Best Director or Best Actor. I feel like he should have won something.
Yes.
Because did you watch A Star Is Born?
I didn't get to see it because you
It's
ruined the end of it, Jason.
I didn't ruin the
on
end.
this show.
I just said the nigga died. That's not ruining the end.
It is. That was a whole.
I know.
It was the best movie. I honestly
I just
cried.
want I just wanted to do it again. He died. He actually killed
That's
himself.
why I didn't see it yet.
Okay. He killed himself.
It was so good. I cried. Did you cry?
I almost cried. The part
Yes.
that I almost cried, it's so funny because I know in the show when the fans are watching our show going, "You motherfucking piece of shit, fat bitch." Look, that nigga, he hung himself.
What?
All right, so look.
Jason, you
I didn't
can't
even know
ruin
the deeds. I could have
shit.
still seen it.
Oh my God. Jason just ruined it for the people. I'm sorry, y'all, for his ass ruining it for you guys.
Okay, look. Anyway, so and Lady Gaga was at a concert waiting for him when he hung himself. All right, so look, let me just say this. I didn't cry, but the part where I almost cried was where he was chasing. You know, like I want to fall in love. I'm struggling because I can't fall in love. I'm in the gym. I see a lot of people I want to be in love with, but I'm not in love. Right? They don't look back. I don't. Whatever. I'm not taking it personal. So there was a part where he had first met her. And he was pursuing her,
Yeah.
and sending his driver to go get her, and he flew her into his show.
Yeah.
And she was standing on the stage, as talented as she was, and he brought her out on stage, and they sung. That's where I felt like that was a little emotional because that was romantic.
He shared his dream with her.
He gave her the stage,
He did.
and then a star was born.
It's true.
Get it? That's it. All right,
about
but
more
I read
black
And she started to
excellence.
change, and that was the whole thing. Like,
Yeah.
she started to change, and he was like, go back to just being you. It was such a good movie. I don't want to ruin it for you guys. He already did. To blame me. Okay, but it was good. It was one of my favorite movies. I would never see it again, though, because I cried too hard.
And I feel like Bradley Cooper was robbed. But I ran into Lunel the other day at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in Beverly Hills, and she was in the lobby doing her Oscar thing, moving around to parties. And, she was talking about their relationship, and she's going to come back on the show. She was actually our very first guest here, but she was saying how Bradley Cooper and her are friends and how he basically gave his friends a good look. I mean, he gave Dave Chappelle a look. There were a few other people in there that he had put in there because he directed it. So back to my original point, Bradley Cooper should have won Best Director.
Yeah, I
or
agree.
Best Actor.
Shout out
But
to
don't worry, he's
Bradley.
going to create another movie, and he's going to win.
And he from Philly, so I almost going to have.
Now, a lot of people
Have
were
his back.
really mad that, is it Roma that won Roma?
I heard that was good.
Who won Best Film? Oh, Green, but what did The Favorite win? Best Actress. Yeah, people weren't happy about that. I wanted Lady Gaga to win that.
Best actress.
But a lot of people wanted Glenn Close to win. Glenn Close to win for what was that movie called? Well, whatever that movie was called. People really wanted Glenn Close to win. And I wanted Lady Gaga to win, but they gave it to some other woman who knew she shouldn't have won.
Oh, I know who she was, like dark haired, and it was like some weird movie. It was
Her speech,
Roma?
her speech was so unprepared. I wanted to just push her off the stage.
Was it a lady from Roma?
No, from The Favorite.
Oh,
Was it
from The Favorite.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Got it.
It wasn't my favorite. Now
Well,
you about to
let's
put-
pick up Regina King one more time,
Wait.
man, because it was some black excellence at the Oscars, and we might not have this moment again. So I just want to, give it one more shout out before we move over to
Great.
Robert.
That topic's as dead as Bradley Cooper. So, like I was saying, I'm just playing.
All right, so let's talk about R. Kelly.
About to piss me off. Get it? Pissed.
Ew.
Okay, done. So he enters a not guilty plea on 10 counts of aggravated sexual assault. Attorney Michael Avenatti says that R. Kelly has a second tape involving another encounter with a 14-year-old. Okay, so that's insane. Robert. Also, who is saying Robert? Is that you, Jason?
No, he said it because I forgot to say Robert.
So basically, his bail was set for $1 million, which he obviously ended up posting a.
Well, he didn't have the money because they said the nigga's finances is fucked up.
Yeah, he didn't have the money, and he didn't have the money initially. He surrendered his passport, his firearms, all of that, and he was permitted not to have contact with anyone in this case or anyone who's 18 years or younger. The girl Jocelyn Savage and Azrael Clary, who were in that documentary, were actually seen there with him, supporting him, which is crazy.
What? Well, they were holding hands like sister wives.
Yeah, they said they looked happy to be there.
Listen, if I'm gonna get pissed on, we gonna do it together. So I feel like maybe they were just supporting one another.
Also, another thing too, R. Kelly can land back in jail if he does not pay Andrea Kelly $160,000 in child support, which is due in March. So he's owing a lot of money. Yes, he's bonded out for $100,000, but now he owes $160,000.
And they say he went and had his first meal out was at the McDonald's, where they say he was lurking looking for little kids.
Okay, I'm
Back
done.
at the same McDonald's they was talking about? Was it the same one in Chicago?
Let me be clear. There's this whole Mute R. Kelly campaign, and we do live in an era now where you can literally destroy a person without them even having the opportunity to go through the justice system.
Right.
I don't know. The Me Too, we have to get somebody from the Me Too movement up here, because I want to start a Not Me Too campaign. Hashtag Not Me Too. So anytime somebody wrongfully is accused and they want to come out and fight it, we should start a Not Me Too.
But it wouldn't be called Not Me Too because you're discrediting the Me Too movement.
Not Me Too. No, not me too.
No.
Because I feel like,
Jason, you got to create.
listen, I have read things even about myself online. Somebody, right now, the new thing online is somebody's exposed me. My last name is Jason Flea. They said, we know Jason. Wait, Alyssa's laughing in the background. They said his name is Jason Flea. They say all kinds of, but my point is that now we do live in a world where you can post something online and people believe it.
Mm-hmm. Let's just call it Not Me. Hashtag Not Me.
Oh, not me.
Two.
No, not me.
Not me too. Because I just feel like it's unfair. I feel like when the Me Too movement first came out, I was all like, oh my God, I'm glad these women. And then Oprah did her big old speech at the Golden Globes, I believe it was. And I was like, if Oprah say it, I'm down. But at this point, having now seen the other side of it, I believe that there are some people out there that are just
using it, just
abusing it.
Yeah,
for sure. R. Kelly ain't one of them niggas. That scared to fly, can't read, broke, finances fucked up nigga who been pissing on girls and fucking them since he was younger. He's going to prison.
Recently, I heard in Bill Cosby's case, allegedly, one of the main accusers to Bill Cosby just admitted that they were being paid to accuse him of the stuff that happened.
Man, and that's what Jason was just saying, the Not Me.
We will see where that goes. But
And think about it. Like Bill Cosby, again, clearly he said he was popping pills and bitches drink, so he's out. That nigga,
out.
That nigga's Jello pop is being pushed all up his ass at this point. So that nigga and Cliff Huxtable, they all dead to me. But whatever, moving on to this other nigga, R. Kelly.
Robert.
This is a shame. Fans are tagging me online, Robert. Anytime a report anywhere happens, I'm getting tagged Robert. I've had more Robert reports on my page than I've ever wanted to in my life. I just think it's sad because, think about it, R. Kelly's music, probably, I think we've said, is he's one of the most amazing musicians in our time.
He is, yeah.
Bill Cosby was all of the dad we wanted to be growing up. Now they trying Michael Jackson. I mean, is this a witch hunt for black excellence? Are they just out to bring down the black man?
I think the television networks are just trying to capitalize off of that outrage marketing. Like, when they did the R. Kelly thing, they was talking about they want to do 6 more seasons of that. Now you got the Michael Jackson thing, which is on HBO. It's like they're trying to find these moments, even if it's old and nostalgic, to get people watching again.
I think some parts are true, but then they literally just do the most. It's just the most.
All right. Well, we're going to keep watching and we're going to keep Robert Reports. That's a new segment on Hollywood Unlocked, Robert Report. All right. So Jussie Smollett's story is now becoming as interesting as the time his nudes hit the internet. Now, I'm going to dig into this like I dug into that then. Let me stop. Okay. So apparently he posted bail. I posted $100,000 bail and he is out. He was arrested for filing a false police report, and the city has come out and said that this is a shame how he's basically used homophobia and racism as a platform to push this false narrative that he was attacked by a MAGA supporter.
Very selfish.
When now he's allegedly hired 2 people that were both Africans, which, by the way, I love my African brothers and sisters. But I ain't finna go I ain't hiring our people to carry out this type of scandal, right? He's now saying that, or they're now saying that they were hired to do this, to attack him and to create this hysteria that would lead to him allegedly getting more money and profiting from this dramatic episode. Well, what I've heard and that we've heard is that there's someone out there that said a tip was given to the Chicago police that Jussie actually wrote a check for $3,500 for training so they could physically train him. And then they in turn felt like he needed to beef up security or something. So they jumped him in a way of putting fear into him to hire him hire them for security.
So you're saying they extorted him for?
This was like a plot to build fear in him to eventually hire them for security on top of being their trainer. This shit is so crazy. I don't know what's going on, but I know that
because on the check it says
Lee Daniels has since then deleted his support video for him, and a lot of people now are saying, "Nah, nigga, you going down." His episodes have been cut, and he's an embattled star online right now. So what do you guys think?
I don't know, because Ava Devon, I don't want to say her name right.
Duvernay.
She still supports him. She was talking about, are we going to believe the police system that has done so much basically corruption? But it's like,
right.
Well, they're saying he has a drug problem too.
Well, this is all allegedly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, he allegedly wrote the brothers a check for $3,500, and at first it was like a mere $3,500 for this whole thing happening and the attack and the ropes and all this. But then when they dissect the check afterwards, it comes out that it's for training and for nutrition. So it's like, it's just too much.
I know that we're owed reparations from slavery, but we are owed reparations from Jordan Woods and Jussie Smollett for Black History Month. It's been fucked up, and I mean, I get a lot of criticism online for not being black enough. Don't know what the fuck that means, but I love being black. Being black feels good. I feel like we're the best athletes. We have the best music. We have the best when it comes to fashion. And I feel like, our story in terms of where we come from, the struggle, slavery, our country,
right.
Our motherland, all of that is beautiful. We have a beautiful story. Wakanda forever.
But we're not the best at sticking together.
But we are not the best at sticking together. And the thing that ain't sticking together for me right now is, Jussie, what the fuck was you doing out at 2 a.m. in the snow with niggas with nooses and bleach? Who's walking around the streets with bleach and nooses?
Right, but still, now they're trying to say he has a drug issue when he's...
What that got to do with it, though? He probably do.
It's too much.
What's drugs got to do with it? Got to do
I'm done. I'm done.
Got nothing to do with it.
All right, in other news, Robert Kraft is getting his little dick played with.
Oh, God. Right, but is he going to get let off? That's what I'm saying. It'd be shit like this. It's like, when it pertains to R. Kelly and all that, it's a whole thing. But Robert Kraft, well, you going to pay people under the table to just not have nobody talk about you? Because, no one's making this a big deal.
Calm down. The owner of the...
It's a big deal, though.
The owner of the New England Patriots, Robert Kraft, is charged with soliciting prostitution because he apparently went in to get a happy ending, and it was all caught on tape. But let me be clear. Even though there's an age difference, I'm 41, he's 77. I'd have played with his little dick for some money. We wouldn't even have this problem. That nigga would have walked in and I would have recognized him. It'd have been as smooth as Kraft cheese. I'd have played with that little dick, got that money, and I'd have been on about my business.
But all he gave was $100 to each person.
Oh, then I would have went and did an interview to get $100,000 to tell that little nigga dick was in my hands. But here's how he can fix this. If I was the Olivia Pope of the situation, I would sign Colin Kaepernick today.
He should.
And it will totally overshadow this entire scandal.
Mm-hmm.
He should.
I'm going to do a video.
And I heard Colin just signed a settlement deal with the NFL, so he should sign him.
Wait, so this whole thing is about him getting a happy ending? Was it underage girls or something?
No, but I think the thing that would have happened is that Robert Kraft would realize in this moment that him and Colin have something in common. They both took a knee.
No, but to answer your question, April, they did like a sting operation, I guess, at the establishment he was at. And it wasn't just him that went down. It was a bunch of people that went down, but he was one of the bigger names because clearly he's a billionaire.
Right.
He owns the Patriots. So I heard there was some human trafficking involved in the venue. Not saying he had anything to do with it.
Oh,
but,
so they don't know if he had anything to do with it. They're just basically investigating it right now.
No, he definitely was trying to, get some ass. But
yeah, but I'm saying just like a normal guy would try to get ass when they go into a thing, but the human trafficking part, they're investigating it.
Yeah, that really has.
I think we're missing the bigger story here. We're okay. There's sex trafficking, there's prostitution, there's Colin Kaepernick, he's unemployed, and there's the taking the knee. I think we're missing the bigger story here.
What's the biggest story?
How is a 77-year-old's dick still getting up?
Viagra. There are medicine.
Really?
Viagra.
I know what I'm 77. My shit better still get up.
And not every 77-year-old man's dick is limp. Not
really?
Every single 77. Not everyone. There's not.
Can't be.
I'm telling you, I have friends that screw older men, and they be like, sometimes them older men be extra horny. You got your little surges.
Little surge.
Speaking of surge, Serge Ibaka put out an underwear ad today. Serge Ibaka is a beautiful ass black man. If you are out there looking for a beautiful black man to follow, and he's my friend, so please don't tell him I said this. Fuck it, Adam. He's a beautiful ass black man. and he got an underwear ad out. But anyway, all right. Well, look, niggas is out here just fucking shit up. This elementary school teacher is apologizing because she created a gym lesson that was for the runaway slave. I can't.
Okay.
So an elementary school is now under fire and apologizing for telling its students to act like a slave during a gym class activity for Black History Month. Wow. Students at Madison's Trust Elementary School were participating in a lesson about the Underground Railroad. And while explaining that it was a series of secret routes and safe houses that slaves...
First and foremost, how do you
Wait, let me finish. Used to escape to free states, the teacher told them that told them to separate into groups of slaves to overcome a physical obstacle.
So let me understand this.
After the lesson received 10 complaints from parents who felt teachers trivialized slavery, the school is now apologizing to the students and those who were offended by the lesson. And the principal says that the lesson was culturally insensitive to our students and families, and now they're apologizing. If you're writing out your plan for class and it includes somebody being a slave, shouldn't that tell you it's fucked up?
So you basically separate the kids based on white and black.
No. They created a scenario where they were basically the lesson was that they were runaway slaves, so they had to show them how to overcome obstacles.
So I'm saying even the little white kids.
All of them.
I think it was. It's not funny.
First of all, how do you tell someone to be a slave? That shit ain't no joke.
It's not a joke, but I could see where this went left because in those elementary schools, they try to make everything so interactive, and it's a gym class. So it's like, oh, we're going to teach you about the Underground Railroad. And guess what? We're going to run and we're going to jump. The teacher probably thought it was so amazing when she came up with this.
That's
shit.
like going to an escape room and it's labeled Underground Railroad. Like,
Harriet Tubman.
What?
Yeah.
Become your own Harriet Tubman.
She probably thought it was such an amazing idea. This is ground. The kids are going to love it. They're going to jump over the bean
but
bags.
let's play devil advocate. What if they were teaching them hard work and dedication? Because in order to dig themselves out of these plantations, many people put in a lot of hard work and they were dedicated to it. So maybe this was a way of teaching them skills of strong work ethic, tenacity.
And what these slaves did overcome. You know, it could be, but
I don't think they were trying to be malicious. It was just stupid. Some things are just dumb as hell.
2019 officially was the worst Black History Month.
It's just a really dumbass idea.
Why were there only 10 complaints? How many kids was in this fucking class? There was only 10 black
kids. Because maybe it was other parents that just thought the way you did.
Hey, Timmy, what'd you learn at school today? Daddy, I was a slave. God.
Some of the parents probably complain because their kids were the slaves too.
You know why I don't have kids?
My kid the slave? Why wasn't he on the other side?
You know why I don't have kids? Because when I was younger, I used to be in a class full of people's parents who were like, I'm coming up to that school. I had those type of kids in my class. Their parents were the I'm coming up to that school type of parent. Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't want, can you imagine on slave day, all the parents show up? Like, damn, we free. We free now because we being taken out of your class, bitch.
Well, I think parents need to show up to their children's school more often because these kids are being bullied. You feel me? And when I used to be bullied, my grandmother did not play them games. She used to show up to the school and that was what it was. These kids were scared. So now I just feel like it's important. Parents need to be a little more active in showing up to the school.
When I was in elementary school, this was back in 1981, 82, they used to whoop our ass at school. The principal had a paddle.
Yeah.
Well,
you would go to your principal's office and he would pull out that paddle and whip me. And I remember thinking, one day, nigga, I'm going to get older and I'm going to beat your ass. But I would get my ass whooped and I would think, what type of parent would send their kids to school? See, this is the type of shit. You got teachers teaching your kids how to be runaway slaves, and you letting these same niggas whoop and discipline your children. Would you guys let your schools whoop your kids?
All the schools I went to, you could get your ass whooped.
Really?
Yeah.
No, because I have a problem with family members whooping my kids. No, because I don't know if your hand is harder than mine, and I don't whip my kids like that, so I have a problem. No.
So who's allowed to discipline your children? Both of you.
Their dad.
That's it.
And me.
That's it. What about Omarian's mom?
Absolutely
Grandma's. But grandma's discipline.
I mean, you can discipline, but I mean like being physical with my children.
Like you can't whip my kid.
No, you don't put your hands on my children. But you can definitely say, okay, go to a corner or, that sort of thing.
In my family, everybody whoop your ass.
That's
absolutely not. Mm-hmm.
If April is watching my son and he did something fly, you can pop him.
Now that's different. Now that's different. Ain't no blood ties. Now you ain't gonna just take your kids to people's house and people just start beating your ass everywhere.
Look, if my son did something that's out of pocket as a grown up, you made that decision to pop him a little bit.
Hell
you can pop
to the
him.
no.
That's you. I'm talking about my son. If he come over your house and you call me like, this boy done said this and this and that, I'm like, why you ain't pop him?
My thing is that at the end of the day, if my children are being that bad, then call their mother and let me reprimand my child. But I don't need my child to be raised, not being raised properly. Like, I don't need for you to go over here and then it's like, okay, well, this is I whoop him like this, or you come. No, I don't need that. Don't put your hand on my child.
Yeah, it's good for you.
Well, one thing for sure.
No.
One thing for sure. If any of you motherfucking bus companies, not Metro PCS, that's the shit I used to use when I was poor. For all you Metro motherfuckers out there, if y'all have a training seminar for your workers and it's called the Rosa Parks, and you put bitches in the back of the bus, we coming to protest your shit. And all these slave teachers out there teaching people about slavery, I really feel like we should just stop talking about slavery and just let it go the fuck away until one of these niggas make a slave movie and then get an Oscar, and then
And
we
just
talk
start
about
loving each other a little bit more, guys.
Oh,
That was nice of you.
Yeah, start loving each other. Like, we don't love each other enough. We over here just slandering motherfuckers and hating on people. I can't do it.
So call Omari and tell him you got a hug for him.
No, I don't have no problem with Omari. It's just that, we just don't deal with each other like that.
Right. All right. Well,
No, there's no love lost. He's the father to my kids. I have to deal with him forever.
well, like this class, we're going to run away and be free because we out.
Bye.